Dr. St. John again with Chagrin Natural Health Clinic, part 2 of the endocrine system. So we talked about the components of the endocrine system, the different glands involved. Let's highlight those a little bit more deeply here. So let's talk about the pituitary and the thyroid. They work well together. The pituitary, like I said in video 1, is like the coach. It controls and sends messages to stimulate all of these glands to function properly. And then there's a negative feedback loop. When they're functioning properly or they start functioning too high, messages get sent back to the pituitary to send less hormones down to stimulate these things, these glands to do their thing. So they all work in harmony. You know, the body is a holistic mechanism. Everything is connected. It all works together. But the pituitary will stimulate the thyroid to make sure the metabolism is functioning properly. When the pituitary is sluggish or it's deficient, or maybe there's a heavy metal or chemical toxicity or a food sensitivity or even an immune issue affecting that pituitary, that's not going to signal this thyroid to function, and it can present as a thyroid problem. But actually it may not be a thyroid problem. It may be a pituitary problem, and once you address the pituitary issue, then the proper messages get sent to the thyroid, and thyroid symptoms like fatigue, difficulty waking up in the morning, difficulty losing weight, some of those issues can clear up. Another common thing that I find is migraine headaches often have a pituitary issue. Migraine headaches in females tend to be hormonal related in many cases. And when the pituitary is not functioning properly, it needs certain nutrients or there's something stressing it out that we need to uncover in our clinic. We address that, migraine headaches are eliminated. So let's drop down to the thyroid. So sometimes someone just has a thyroid issue. It can often be from an iodine deficiency. It can often be from a zinc deficiency. It can often be from a selenium deficiency. A number of things can cause thyroid issues, but I will say that in Northeast Ohio, there tend to be a lot of female thyroid hormone issues. We don't get enough iodine in our diet. We don't eat as much fish in this area. We're not near the oceans. So that can be a common pattern that a lot of women are struggling with. So that's the pituitary, that's the thyroid. Certainly there's a lot more that goes into these glands and organs, but that gives you sort of a Reader's Digest version of how they function. Now, what we're going to do in the next video is we're going to talk about the pancreas, and then the last video we'll talk about the adrenal glands and the reproductive glands. So stay tuned.